Are you all feeling oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns? Well, I definitely don't think you guys are oozy enough. And these 10 guys, I also don't think are oozy enough to dethrone the one, Roman Reigns. And in the 10th spot, I might get a little hate for this, but it's Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley has had an amazing year, don't get me wrong, and he definitely deserves another world title reign sometime in 2023. However, him going this long without challenging Roman Reigns, or even acknowledging Roman Reigns, or even doing anything with Roman Reigns, it seems like WWE is purposely keeping him out of the world title because they would like to do that in like a year or two down the line in a big pay-per-view match. Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. And I agree, that would be a great match. I'd love to see it again. It's already happened once, twice, and Roman Reigns has won. But this time I would like Bobby Lashley to win. However, I don't think Bobby Lashley is facing Roman Reigns anytime soon, and he's definitely not feeling loosey enough, probably until after WrestleMania, to even challenge Roman Reigns. So in the 9th spot of a person who I don't think is also feeling loosey enough to dethrone Roman Reigns, the man who just returned and is only putting on promos and hasn't wrestled a single match since his return, Bray Wyatt. Do I even really need to go on? They're building up his character to bring back the Wyatt family in real life, or like the Firefly Funhouse characters in real life. This is gonna take a long, long time. This is long storytelling. I feel like Bray Wyatt could acknowledge Roman Reigns and be like, "You are the champion. I will not deny that. You are indeed head of the table of SmackDown. However, your title may only be in your dream, but what I see in you is in your nightmares. And one day, you will see the truth that I see. Uncle Howdy will show you the way. But it won't be today, it won't be tomorrow, and it won't be while you're holding those shiny things you call titles that you just have as a little reward. Show that you are the head of the table." Bray Wyatt could acknowledge Roman Reigns. I don't feel like they're going to wrestle anytime soon. And if they do, fuck, Ruby would do that for a 3rd time. I could sadly see them killing Bray Wyatt again. I really don't want to, because I love Bray Wyatt. He's such an amazing wrestler and such a good storyteller. But I don't feel like Bray Wyatt's going to be anywhere near close to the title for a very, very long time. In the 8th spot of the person who I also don't think is feeling oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns, and this is also probably another unpopular pick, I'm choosing Braun Breaker. My God, I don't know why he is so high on so many people's lists to be the one to dethrone the one, Roman Reigns. He's the NXT champion. Yes, they are building him up to be like the next Brock Lesnar, but Roman Reigns has defeated Brock Lesnar multiple times. Braun Breaker does not need to challenge the world champion as soon as he gets up to the main roster. No, that's too big of a push. I think maybe for Gable Stevenson, because he has no like WWE experience, it would make sense. Bring him up against Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion. Have Braun Breaker destroy Gunther. That would be better than Braun Breaker dethroning the one, Roman Reigns, in my opinion. So yeah, others may think Braun Breaker is oozy enough to dethrone the one. I, however, really do not want to see that match. There's so many better stories to tell against Roman Reigns. Braun Breaker is like one of my least favorites. In the 7th spot of the person who I also think is not feeling oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns. However, he is one of the Usos? Kinda? I'm talking about Solo Sikoa. Yet again, it's kind of the same thing with Braun Breaker. He's just too soon. I feel like a rivalry between Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns after Roman Reigns loses the title would be perfect storytelling. But for Solo Sikoa to be the one to dethrone the one currently just makes no sense. Triple H in charge, highly doubt that they're going to do that. It is a terrible storytelling. If Vince McMahon was in charge, I would say it's more than likely gonna happen. I'd say it would be a coin flip. But no, with Triple H in charge, Solo Sikoa is definitely not oozy enough to dethrone the one. In sixth spot, the person who we definitely know is not oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns. However, yet again, if it wasn't for the Usos, would have defeated Roman Reigns. It could happen later down the line because they've only had, what, 2 matches? 1 pay-per-view match and a live event match? I'm talking about Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre lost against Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle. That was their only like pay-per-view match besides for War Games, which just happened, but I'm not counting that. I'm counting a solos titles match. I feel like it could happen again. What I really want to happen is Roman Reigns be put into the Elimination Chamber with the titles on the line. Have like Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and some other people in the match, and have Roman Reigns just pile through them. That's what I feel like Drew McIntyre's next title shot could be. I just don't feel like he is oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns. His time was at Clash at the Castle, and WWE chose no, so I don't think it's going to happen. I feel like Drew McIntyre will win the world title within the next 2 years. Next year, maybe, depends on how quickly Roman Reigns loses the title. If he loses at WrestleMania, oh, for sure. If he loses at SummerSlam, I don't really see it. In the 5th spot, we have another person who, yet again, kind of the same reason with Solo Sikoa and Braun Breaker, who I definitely don't think is feeling oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns. I'm talking about Karrion Kross. WWE put Karrion Kross in the main event, and like main event area, kinda, basically facing Drew McIntyre right after Drew McIntyre faced Roman Reigns, which I agree is a good push for Karrion Kross. I believe he should stay in a high mid-card main event area. However, with the direction that WWE is going, I just don't see Karrion Kross facing Roman Reigns anytime soon. If anything, yet again, I could see that being like an Extreme Rules pay-per-view match or a SummerSlam match. Small don't feel like Karrion Kross is oozy enough to dethrone the one, Roman Reigns. In the 4th spot, we have technically more than one person yet again, but I'm going to explain. These people are definitely not feeling oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns. I mean, there's a possibility, but like very small, and I personally don't want it to happen. I'd rather have it someone from the home company, and I'm talking about anyone from AEW. Chris Jericho, John Moxley, actually, that would be really cool. Darby Allin, MJF, actually, yeah, again, that would be really cool. But besides, you get the point, I would think by now. I would rather have someone from WWE dethrone Roman Reigns, who has been WWE champion for over 2 years, instead of having someone from the opposite company, the enemy company, come in, first match, dethrone Roman Reigns. It just makes no sense. There was no story building. There could be story building, oh, WWE versus AEW, but why? Why would you do that when you could do Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns versus the Usos, Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn, anything? You could do anything else besides for that. Don't get me wrong, there are a couple really good choices. Like I said, Jon Moxley, MJF, CM Punk. Those are pretty, well, I don't know if CM Punk is still part of AEW anymore. But yet again, you get the point. Those would be really cool matches. I just don't want it to happen this soon. In like a year, 2 years, 3 years. Roman Reigns versus MJF. Mwah. Roman Reigns versus Jon Moxley again. Mwah. Anything. Just not this year. Not for the rest of 2023 either. Okay? So, yeah, anyone from AEW is definitely not feeling oozy enough to dethrone the one, Roman Reigns. In 3rd place, yeah, again, we have someone who I said on the last list, that I feel like would be oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns, has felt oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns. However, I don't want to dethrone Roman Reigns. And that's KO, Kevin Owens. This man has had so many shots against Roman Reigns for the damn title and has lost all of them. I get it. They were all because of Usos. But, my God, this dude has faced for the title against Roman Reigns, what, 3, 4 times, lost all of them, and now he's back in the main event picture. Different character. He's back to the prize fighter, but he's probably getting another shot against Roman Reigns. If he hasn't defeated Roman Reigns yet, if he didn't defeat Roman Reigns at the beginning of the reign, he's not going to defeat Roman Reigns now. If Kevin Owens does defeat Roman Reigns, oh my god, I would be so mad. KO lose to Roman Reigns again. Like, I want a Roman Reigns vs. KO I Quit match, or Roman Reigns vs. KO, a loser who moves to the other brand. Because I'm sick of seeing this match. I'm sick of them being rivals. It's good, it's entertaining, but we need something else. Please. So, yeah, basically do what you did with Dan O'Brien. That'd be cool. In the second spot, that I, yet again, really don't want the one to be the one to dethrone the one Roman Reigns. This person's definitely, yet again, feeling oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns. And I'm talking about The Rock. I said this in my other video, how I would love to see Roman Reigns versus The Rock. However, not for the title. That match really does not need the title. If it doesn't have the title, it could literally be either The Rock or Roman Reigns that wins. And I would be happy with either one. However, giving them to a legendary Hall of Famer part-time wrestler who's probably going to wrestle 2 to 3 matches a year, just don't give it to The Rock. Please, have the match at WrestleMania not be for the title, and have The Rock win. I would love that. Have Roman Reigns win. That'd be great too. For the title, obviously Roman Reigns would win. We all know The Rock is oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns for his legendary career. However, I just don't think it's going to happen. Could The Rock defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? Yeah, he could. Not for the title, but he could. Yeah. And lastly, in the number 1 spot, this person I really do not want to dethrone Roman Reigns. This person is really not feeling oozy. This person has also had one too many shots at the damn title with Roman Reigns. Hell, one too many matches with Roman Reigns. That's right. I'm talking about Brock Lesnar. Do I even really need to explain? Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, after the first 2 matches, have put on bangers. Banger after banger after banger. Really good matches. However, they have faced each other so many times for the titles, that WrestleMania match, SummerSlam match, I guess. WrestleMania match should have been the end, okay? Should have been the end of the rivalry. Roman Reigns should have just basically buried Brock Lesnar and been like, okay, I'm done with him. However, they didn't. They did it at SummerSlam again in a last man standing match. That was very creative and really good. That needs to be the end. I don't know about but I cannot handle another Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns rivalry at WrestleMania for the undisputed title. I can't. That'd be 4 times. 4 times that they would face each other at WrestleMania in the main event for the world title. 3 is already too much. 2 is alright. The Rock versus Steve Austin, didn't they do it 3 times? Like, please don't do it a 4th time, please. If you're gonna do it, wait, like, a year, half a year, 2 years, and do Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar in a non-title match and have Brock Lesnar win. Because if you have Brock Lesnar lose against Roman Reigns again, all the momentum from the earlier years, gone. All the momentum from Brock Lesnar being the end of boss, gone. Like, either have Ron Breakker be called up and become the new Brock Lesnar, or have Gunther. I want Gunther to be the new end boss. That would be sick. So yeah, these are my top 10 choices of people who I don't think are oozy enough to dethrone Roman Reigns, / I don't want to. Who are your top 10 people that you don't want to dethrone Roman Reigns, or top 10 people that you think aren't feeling oozy enough to dethrone the one? Comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe.